straight to the Earth's core!
Looking for some Zenless Zone Zero tips? This action RPG is full of surprises, some of which may help you gain an advantage during battle or while grinding for resources. It's therefore a good idea to learn more about noodle buffs, scratch card mechanics, and stun meters. Here's a list of Zenless Zone Zero tips to help you conquer the hollows. Especially in the early stages of the game, just focus on the main story. Many gameplay features are blocked off in the beginning and following the main story, indicated by red speech bubbles or trackable in your quest log, will unlock things like the arcade or VR training mode. Furthermore, the rewards for non-main story challenges are typically lower, so you'll make better use of your time if you unlock everything before joining the material grind. Related to that, it's best to focus on building just 3 characters while playing through the main story. One amazing team will make for easier progression as you'll make the most of your limited resources until you're ready to grind for materials at a higher Inner-Knot level. Playing in challenge mode as opposed to casual mode simply makes the game harder, but it doesn't really add to the rewards. So just know that the option is there if you find the game too easy, but the extra effort of going through it isn't worth it if you're hoping for more materials. When building your team, pay attention to the faction that they come from, such as Cunning Hares or Bellabog, and what elemental attribute they possess. If you match some or all of these traits, you'll receive combat bonuses. Take a quick walkthrough of the city if it's a new time of the day, as you may find events that aren't obviously marked. Be sure to talk to everybody. Some NPCs will have conversations that may lead to items and eventually achievements. This will also save you some time from having to reset the day. That said, if you do have a task that needs to be completed at a certain time of the day, you can rest on the sofa to pass the time. Only use resources and materials if you really need to. When all the free gifts are gone, it will be harder to gather resources to help you progress. Instead of upgrading every A-level character or mediocre weapon you've got, use your materials on a few characters you really wish to build, and save everything else. There will be better opportunities in the future for stronger characters and items. There's a noodle restaurant as well as a coffee bar on 6th Street. They're rather easy to forget about, but their foods and drinks will give you a combat bonus, which is always welcome, especially since the prices are pretty low. You can even drink a coffee once per day. By that we mean the server reset, not an in-game day, to get an extra 60 battery. Be sure to visit these 2 stores often. Scratch Card Mania rewards aren't random, or at least not 100%, as they give random rewards from a specific pool depending on how many times you've logged in that month. On day 3, 8, 15, 20, and 27 of logging in, you will get a random reward of 20, 40, 60, and 100 polychromes. Any other day will get you a random reward of 2,888, 5,888, 8,888, and 12,888 Dennies, or 10 polychromes. This should reset at the start of each month. Keep in mind that this is based on how many days you log in, as opposed to the calendar date. Using a scratch card on July 3rd doesn't result in a polychrome reward if you didn't log in on July 1st and July 2nd as well. When in the Hollow Deep Dive, you often get the option to pay a certain amount of gear coins to unlock a yellow resource box. It is almost always wise to spend the gear coins if you have them, because the resource box typically hides a Hollow Observation data box, which you'll need to complete the commission's optional objectives. It takes some grinding before you can fully upgrade your characters in Zenless Zone Zero, so it's best to ensure that you like them before committing to upgrades. If you've unlocked the VR console in the Random Play video store, you can do targeted Agent Academy training for every character, with the exception of a few who are locked until they appear naturally over the course of the main questline. These cooperation exercises will allow you to do a guided hands-on tutorial with a character that explains the nuances behind their combat style. It's a good idea to do these for every character since you're rewarded for each one you complete, but it's doubly important as a means to test drive an agent and see if they gel with you and are worth investing in. An enemy's daze bar is almost as important as their health. Enemies become stunned when their daze reaches a certain level. This is the yellow bar below their HP bar. It fills up as you attack the enemy. Stunned enemies enable chain attacks, so you'll have the opportunity to deal major damage when hitting with a big strike like EX specials or the last hit of your basic attack. In the 24-hour shop, don't spend your Polychrome on master tapes, which are just to wish on the stable channel in the signal search. You'll get plenty of master tapes for free, enough to get a guaranteed S rank just by playing through the story and collecting rewards. Instead, save your Polychrome for signal searches on the exclusive channel and other things Zenless Zone Zero doesn't hand out for free as much. And those were just a few of the things Zenless Zone Zero throws at you that might be a little bit overwhelming. What are your thoughts on Hoyoverse's most recent game? Make sure to let us know in the comments below, and for more tips, head on over to our growing Zenless Zone Zero wiki on IGN.com. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.